Yeah, good day. Welcome to Martinez Design, the continuation of our 2-bedroom flats that we are working on. In the last episode, we were able to start the project and we were able to demarcate it to this level. So the fantastic thing about this plan is that it's a complete project on its own. It does not have most of what how will I call it now? Most of what a dedicated house has, but at least is a balance between let me just continue, so we continue to by explaining. So let me do something here that okay, at this level now we have these apartments on the project. So I call this one the kitchen, the bedroom, then the toilet and bath for this, and the same thing at this level. So let's conclude this by putting all of the templates so that everything will look unique and refined. So now what we do here is that I will go back here and go to architecture. Let me select most of what is needed. So I'm going to select there's an issue that I need to for finish. So let me bring a floor, that is it, to bring a slab to this. So I'm going to use this particular slab. So 200, we duplicate it and call it so that the name will not be confusing me. So let's say 200 mm. So click OK. So let me just use that to build up what I'm doing. So I'm going to select this now. So click rectangle. So align the ones that are needed to be aligned. Okay, I think it's okay like that. So follow all the patterns of external wall references. So you click finish, then I will go back here. I pick my components. So I'm going to select the components. So let's say like this is a silver. So if it's okay, yeah, I think this one is balanced, but it's going to have a lot of issue because of the size of the. So it's not advisable you take a template that is bigger than your project. So you can just manipulate by extending. Select those ones that are more unique for that particular project. So like this one silver here is okay. So let me just use this Cosmos. I'm going to use that to do whatever I want to do. So I'm going to use this position that you have it here. So the next one I have is I select some other ones that have. So I'm going to select yeah, okay, I've seen this one down here, so this one will be okay. You can put one here, yes, then put another one here. So it depends on the performance and arrangement of what you are doing. So just let me say I'm bringing another one, which is bed. So go to bed, I will select queen size. So you can reduce this one, you remember. So this one you work on it by putting it here. Let it stay at that position. Then this one, just press, let it rotate and place it here. Now the next thing I need to do is that I need to position. Just let me get a kitchen component if I can have one. Let's see if I can have. If I don't have, then I will leave it that way. So just use reference line, just use it basin. So you can use this one to fix this. Then fix it here too. So depends on what you are doing. You just click and fix it, this one and this position, or anyway your choice should matter most. So I will go to and toggle this up. So I will bring this one here now. So I will drag it to this point, endpoint. So where I align this to this edge, then this one should be at this edge as well. Okay, so I think with that we are okay. So for the door of the toilet, you have to select and reduce the size. So just like duplicate this so that we don't affect the remaining one. So come here and see 750. Okay, so they will become more smaller, and then so you can toggle off the, if you have your home on, it's not on, then it's okay. That is the shadow. So toggle it off and then align it to. So as we have this one in place, so what I need to do now is that I will need to draw out my, so extend this one aside. So this one is serve as your wardrobe. Okay, so that is wardrobe position. So it's always come to the point now the majority of people doesn't use doesn't want to be using wall free because there's this mobile wardrobe. So it doesn't matter, just have specify it in your drawing so that you know that okay, you have that as a part of your concern when you are doing the design. So you just click annotate to conclude that. So if you are doing interior, the details is not left for you to do the kind of wardrobe you want to do. So for you, just represent it and it will be done. So just do that. So that's wardrobe position for the 2-bedroom. So here you can put your, so here you can put your shelf at this position, at this point. So you can just a graphics representation. So most of what we do here now is wall attachment self. So it's like coming between, so your TV and everything just a package stay at that wall. So that is it in that area. So the kitchen now just represents this line. So just a straight down line one kitchen. So you look at the measurement to not do things at beyond about 600 to be precise. Okay, I think that will be okay. So you just demarcate that by just little bit of rectangular. You can just like doing there. Okay, so things like that you need more and you need to do them. So that's a percent kitchen for you. So now as you have done with this one, now you need to bring your windows. So click on this and say window. So the windows, the kind of window you are design depends on your own choice. So what I'm doing here is just a normal casement window that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this 600 by 120. So I'm going to check my height. So my default height is 120, so I'm increasing it to 1300, while this width remains 600. So here I'm going to have double windows. So this is what I have. So after which we now work on what to do. So as I've selected it, you can look at the edge height. So look at, you put one here as well. So for the living room, you have it here. So that is done in that area. Now what are we doing here is that select the window and you see the head height. So you change that, let you have a normal head height of 7 feet. So select all instance in this view. So then you change the head height to 2100 millimeter. So that will be okay for that as well. So this is what we have in condition. So delete some of this the line. So for those who are using it, you can make use of whatsoever you have differently from what I've been using. So we click on this and then we select so that we have a perfect rotation to what we are doing. So you click here mirror and you say mirror from this middle. So you're going to share that and it will mirror completely. Good. So what do? You remove this middle wall because that is a double wall on that level. So you have these things in place now, the toilets, everything. So let me do annotation for it so that we not just be doing things. So I'm going to click and I call it what? Living room. Okay, we come here again, we call this one bedroom 1. So the second one we call it bedroom 2. So the next one we call it kitchen, which is this space. We're not going to write complete kitchen. So the remaining one, since it's in suit, everything is what is in place. So with this one now, you can mirror to wherever you want to mirror to. So if you want to, if after you have done with this one now, so since we are still in process of what do we call it, process of presentation, all you just need to do is to click all this say select on instance and delete them. You don't need them for now. So the process is here and everything is in conclusive stages. So what I have here is this. So I'm going to develop the next, in the next tutorial I'm going to develop the upper. So but you can check what you have done in 3D and see how far the beauty of the whole house has been looking. So that is the beauty of Revit. If you're doing that, you'll be able to see your 3D output at a go. So let me quickly finish this one by going to see the ground floor. Foundation is not having anything, so I'm going to bring those work to the foundation. So select all instance in this view, then you say copy to clipboard, go to foundation now. So what you need to do is use the paste and align to the selected level or current level, anyone you feel like. So the wall is confusion. The reason is that the unconnected wall is still at 3000. So all you just need to do is that you go to elevation and go and see what is affected. So most of when you are doing this, you may not take note of when you are creating the foundation level to know the proper height. So you focus on that one. When you look at it now, you see that most of these are half were doors interwoven, another door, window interwoven window. So the reason is that the level of this is minus 1000, which you need to just get the level right. So after that one minus 1000, you have already have a slab which is attached to the level, which is already taking minus 200. So how do you get this your wall to be at the power level? All you just need to do is to reduce it from here, this unconnected, and take it to 800. So 800 plus the 200 of slab is going to give you. So what do you say? Delete all distance. So all the windows are going to go for it. The only one that will remain is the door, because it starts from what? From zero, from level 0. So just go back there and say select all instance in this view. Then you delete. You do the same thing here too. Select all instance in this view. Then you delete. I do the last one here by saying select all instance in this view, and you delete them. So we connect this one together and let it come close, finish. So as you are done with this one now, the whole thing is in the normal level. So the level you carry here, all the foundational space is being replicated on the other level. So now when you go back to 3D and you see what we've done, you see that the foundation part is now available. So you can edit your slab and get to the main position. So where do we have it from? Here. So you just like align it and the whole thing is done. So go back to 3D and click finish. So here is what we have. So in the next episode, we are going to start to delete to work on the first floor. So before we now work, basically deal with the elevation and do all sorts of things. So